Hey guys, today we're going to be watching high-speed police chase, pit maneuver, less than lethal force utilized. Let's get into it. Okay, we're following our chase right now.
Perfect. Copy that, Jack. Thank you.
Southbound 405.
Confirm stolen. Okay, copy that. Yeah, did they
Okay,
confirm
that
if
is a
it's a Tesla? It
driver
looks like one to me.
of a Tesla, stolen Tesla. And
Well,
it
thank
is
you, Jack.
confirmed
I think
stolen,
everyone who's
I
watching
think.
us online again, this is
Yeah.
a police
I'm
pursuit here and now in
assuming
the Wilmington area on the southbound side of the 405 freeway. The
southbound
California Highway
side of the
Patrol in
405
pursuit,
freeway.
and Jack Noyes at our assignment desk has just let me know
The
that
CHP
this
is right
is a
behind him,
vehicle that is believed
going at
to be stolen. So, possible
going at
stolen
about
car, about
90 miles
90
an
miles an
hour.
hour here.
Stolen
We're
car.
still trying to get the make of the car. I want to say it's a Tesla. It's hard for me to tell, but losing control
It's a
there.
Tesla.
So we're trying to confirm the make, but I
He
want to say
almost
that is the
lost
vehicle. And the reason
control of
why
that
that matters
car.
is when a Tesla vehicle is taken from the rightful owner,
Tesla
owners are still
vehicle is
able to track
taken
the
from
car
the
with their
rightful owner.
smartphone. So if you have your phone, you can still track
If you can
exactly where
see
the car is.
turn
You
blinkers,
can't turn it off
can
the way
still
you
use
can
your
with if you have an OnStar
phone,
on a vehicle,
smartphone.
but you would be able to at least track the vehicle and then be able
Let's
to notify police about
let's
where
listen
your
now.
car is. So this has been confirmed as a
We're gonna
stolen
show it to
car.
the
Now, earlier
to the
tonight,
audience. Pay
there was a
close
shooting and
attention,
carjacking at the Del
audience.
Amo
We're gonna show
Mall,
it to the
which is
audience.
not far from here.
Audience,
And
pay
a car
close
was taken in
attention.
that incident. At this point, it's unclear if this is in any way related, but both of these incidents occurred around the same area. So I'm just going to put it out there in case that ends up being the case that there is some sort of connection. But for now, we have not been able to confirm that that is in fact the case. But what we have confirmed with the police department is that this is a stolen car now entering the Long Beach area with the California Highway Patrol still in pursuit behind the vehicle and overhead with the police airship. That's the night sun that you see there. Car right up ahead. The night sun was off of it for just a moment, but that's the car right there. It looks like it's a dark colored vehicle, perhaps a dark gray. High speeds, even now, about 90 miles an hour. And my monitor's pretty small up here. That's why I'm having issues reading the make and model of the car. But from our viewers, we of course thank you for letting me know. We're in communication here on Twitter. You can find me at Eliana Marino on Twitter, and I'm getting some Twitter followers who are telling me that they agree that this is possibly a Tesla. So that of course is important because again that means that the rightful owner can track the car, and that may be how police located the vehicle. Because you can go on your app on your phone and know exactly where the car is, how fast it is going. You can even put a limit on how fast the car can go. But I think you have to be in the vehicle in order to do that. I don't think that you can do it from the app. But continuing here, still in the Long Beach area on the southbound 405 freeway at Lakewood. Unclear how many people may be in the vehicle. He's signaling there.
Signaling. He is signaling. He is making a turn signal. Maybe using the turn signal. Maybe signaling turn signals. Using a turn signal to change lanes.
Thank you.
Like
So
this.
that was. Copy that, Jamie. Thank you. Jamie Bankston there at the assignment desk, just giving me a little bit more information. about where this started. Again, it was Torrance PD that was originally in pursuit, but they either lost it or one of their units may have been involved in a crash, and that's why they terminated it, and then the California Highway Patrol has taken over ever since. I'm just trying to look at the car so we can get a little bit more information on perhaps how many people are in the car. You see the windshield wipers going, and it's actually not raining anymore here in the LA area. We did have a big storm come through here earlier in the day, but he's still got the wipers on. If you've got the wipers on a Tesla, essentially you can have them either in the automatic mode, which it will try to determine how fast of a speed you want on those, or you can pick. So he may just not know how to operate them at this point. Far right lane here, approaching Studebaker on the southbound side of the 405 freeway. If we're coming up to Studebaker, of course, that means we're coming up to the 605. So we're essentially 405, 605, still at about 100 miles an hour. CHP right behind. Okay. Approaching the 605 there in the number 2 lane. Jamie and everybody watching, so if you've got a Tesla, you can't shut down the car. It does not work the way OnStar does, but from your phone, you're able to track the vehicle and see how fast the speeds are. You're actually able to limit the speed as well, but I know that at least in my vehicle, I have to be in the car in order to do it. I can't do it from my phone. So it's unclear what year this vehicle is and whether they have the capability of just decreasing the speed on the app itself. But I know that if you're in the car, you can definitely put a limiter on it and say, I don't want the car to go past.
If you're in the car, you don't want the car to go past 200 highway speed, 200 miles an hour.
At all, because we've seen it go as high as 100, more like 100 plus now here on the southbound 405.
200 plus. No, Lucia.
Why? So you caught them? You peel them?
Okay, so I wanted to look at the front because I wanted to see if it was a S or a 3. I own a 3, so that's why I was trying to look at the front because that's how I can really tell the difference. But this looks like a S to me, so it looks like a Model S. Dark silver in color, perhaps?
No.
Still at high speeds, about 90 miles an hour. I'm going to pull out now that we know a little bit more about the car. I just wanted to get the make and model there because, of course, that will come into play.
So that's going to come into the play here.
And again, this is believed to be a stolen car
That is
out of the Hawthorne area. We actually first heard about it when we were at Long Beach Airport.
Stolen car.
And there we had heard that the pursuit was on the 405 at Rosecrans. So that's when it was Hawthorne PD in pursuit. And then they relinquished it or may have lost it. But the California Highway Patrol picked it up. And considering that it is on the freeway, it just makes sense for the CHP to continue to follow. But we're now in the Seal Beach area. Here, 405 at the 605. We're changing to the Westminster frequency here now on the CHP scanner because we're entering Orange County. So we're entering Seal Beach. This is going to put us into West Garden Grove here in just a moment. Eventually, Garden Grove, Santa Ana, if we continue on. If he stays on the 405, that's going to put us into areas like Fountain Valley, Costa Mesa. But if he stays on the 22, then that will put us into Garden Grove. So we'll see what way he goes. He really has both options here. It looks like he's going to get on the 22, but I'll know as soon as he completes the transition. I'll be able to tell you. 405 south? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's right there where the 22 and the 405 come together, and it looks like he's picking the 405. Now, I kind of wish he wouldn't have done that because the 405 has a lot of construction at this time of night, and of course, we don't want him to endanger the lives of the Caltrans workers that are out here late at night. In fact, you see some of the cones there off to the right. But continuing here, high speeds about 90 miles an hour plus. Unclear how many people may be in the car, but believed to be a stolen car originally located in the Hawthorne area. Not sure if that is where the car was taken from, but it is at least Hawthorne police officers who spotted the car. They attempted to pull it over, but the vehicle, or the driver rather, decided that he was not going to stop, and the pursuit has been going on ever since now for about the last 15 to 20 minutes. Southbound 405 now at Westminster Avenue.
going on for the past 15 to 20 minutes or so since the police started this chase, and are staying on it now. And we don't know how many people are inside the vehicle. And he's been on the freeway for the better part for the past 20 minutes or so since the chase started. We'll be right back with a commercial break. We'll rewind in 5 seconds.
So Tesla vehicles don't have a regular ignition the way a regular car does. You don't stick a key in and start it. Essentially, the car will just detect your phone, and based off of the app being on your phone and being synced with the car will just turn on. So this is a situation where the person who took the car may have taken the phone belonging to the rightful owner, or in my case, my car comes with what looks like a credit card. And if you take the credit card, then you could also take the car. Model S vehicles, though, they also do provide you with a key fob. So the person could have taken the key fob, and then that's how they were able to drive away. And now there's also a really cool feature, though, that you have to set up when you're in the vehicle, and you can actually set up a code, a 4-digit code that the driver would have to
You can set up a
input before
4-digit
they start
code.
driving. Now, that only applies if
Like
you set it
Tesla
up.
models.
So if this
Like
is a
the-
situation where the
yeah.
rightful owner hadn't set
This
up that
chase has
code,
been going on
then
for the
anyone
past
really could take the
15 to
vehicle
20
as long as
minutes
they
or
have any of
so
those other things that I
since
just
the police
mentioned.
started
Either the
this
phone
chase,
belonging to the owner,
and ever
the
since
key card, or the
going
key
on for the
fob.
last
So
15
we're now
to 20 minutes.
entering Huntington
And
Beach. You're
then
exiting the
it
405
started
freeway.
nearly an hour ago.
We're at Edinger
Clean
Avenue,
the
so this
brakes,
is always a very
almost
busy
locking
area.
up the brakes.
Lots of
That is
shops,
a
lots
new
of
Tesla
businesses.
and a
And
power.
let's see what he does. He might just be trying to get back on the freeway. So yeah, sure enough, just hung a U-turn there on Edinger, and is trying to get back on the 405. So perhaps he's trying to go back south.
Making a
Or
U-turn,
back
getting back
north,
onto the
rather,
freeway.
since he was just going south. So let's see what he does when he does this. I think this is going to put him back south. So he's essentially going to be right where he was. So I don't know why he did that unless he was just simply confused. But it looks like he's right back on the southbound side of the 405 in the Huntington
Getting
Beach
back
area.
onto a
Right
getting
at
back
Edinger. So if he
onto a
continues on here on the
southbound,
southbound side of the
getting
405, we're going to
on the
enter areas
southbound
like
405
Mountain Valley,
freeway.
eventually Costa
We're going to be
Mesa,
coming
we'll
out
pass
onto
right by
Studebaker
John Wayne,
Road.
and if he
We're
continues
going to be
south on
coming
the
up onto
405 from there,
605
we're going to get
freeway.
into Irvine, and eventually the 405 comes to an end at the 5 at the El Toro Y, near the Irvine Spectrum. So at that point, you're forced onto the southbound 5. But of
We're
course, you can
forced
exit before
onto
then.
the southbound 5.
Take surface streets or U-turn. Considering that this is a chase that started in Hawthorne, and considering that most of the
Chase
time when we
started in
watch
Hawthorne
these pursuits, drivers tend to return to an
about
area that
20
is familiar
minutes
to
ago.
them. I wouldn't be surprised
then
if he
they
jumps
picked
on the
up the
freeway
chase.
and heads back north on the 405. But for now, you're looking at it, folks, about 90 miles an hour here on the 405
They've
freeway
been
in the
following
Fountain
this
Valley area.
vehicle for the past 20 to 30
Now, in
minutes or
terms of
so
speed, how fast can a Tesla go?
since the chase started.
I know that they can go about 160. I've seen one go
Or
as fast as
they
140.
can go about 0
but
to 60 or
160 is, I
160,
think, pretty
but
much
it's
where it tops
performance
out.
made by
Hopefully we
Mercedes-Benz
don't see speeds
version
that fast,
2010.
and we're just going to keep it
Or
under 100. But
260,
we've seen very close to 100. Most of the time, the driver going about 90.
Most of the
but
time,
the cars do have the capability of going about 160
not most of the
if
time,
the driver
but the driver's
steps
going
on the pedal.
about 90
And
miles
of course,
an
I'm not
hour
going to say
if
gas
the
because it
driver
doesn't have
steps
gas.
on the
but,
pedal.
if he steps on the pedal, it could go quite fast.
And you have manual shift mode like this.
Depending on what type of Tesla it could be, you're looking at
Then you
0
go
to 60
5,
in
4, 3,
2.4 seconds or
2,
so.
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then anything swap.
They're incredibly fast vehicles, no doubt. They sit 5 people, although some can be configured to seat 7. But in this, most of the vehicles of this type would probably just have the front seat, 2 seats, 3 seats in the back. And I say that because we don't know how many people are in the car. We know that this is possibly a stolen car. We don't know if the driver is a man or a woman or how many people may be inside.
Let's listen. Let's listen now. Good job paying attention, audience. Audience, pay close attention. Keep paying close attention. Pay attention, audience. Pay close attention.
So Air 21 overhead, he is saying there are 2 units in the pursuit. Traffic conditions are light here in the area. Again, southbound side of the 405. I'm seeing a touch of slowing up ahead on the freeway. So he's going to be coming up to that here soon. I can't quite tell why they're slowing, but I can tell that there's a lot of slowing in what appears to be the carpool lane. So we'll see what happens when he comes in that direction. So we're not far from John Wayne now, so we're very close to John Wayne. We're entering Costa Mesa. South Coast Plaza, of course, the big shopping mall out here near the 405 and the 55 freeway. It's going to be just on the bottom side of the screen. And he will come up to the 55 first, so he'll have the option to jump on the Costa Mesa freeway, the 55 freeway, north or south. If he takes it to the north, that's going to take him into the city of Orange. It eventually ends in Anaheim. But if he takes it to the south, that is going to put him on Newport Beach, and that will end. It'll end on Newport Street. And that will take him into the Newport Beach area. You, of course, also have the 73, which is a toll road. It's not a toll road until you get to UCI. So until you get to the UCI campus, it's free. Once you get past UCI, then it is a toll road. Looks like here's the traffic I was talking about with that construction. That construction that I was worried about. Fortunately, it looks like he's going to take the transition here and avoid that construction and avoid the hard men and women out here of Caltrans who are working out here tonight. So fortunately, he's going to stay clear out of their way and make the transition here. And I'll tell you exactly what freeway he's getting on here as soon as he completes the transition. And it looks like, in fact, he's going to get on the 73. So I mentioned the toll road to you. This is where we're at. Costa Mesa area here on the 73. He's going south. Bear is the next exit. And then I think after that it's going to be Jamboree. Again, Costa Mesa area. And pardon me for just a sec. I'm going to talk to our engineering department. NOC from Alpha.
NOC from Alpha.
Hey, just checking in. We're in Costa Mesa. Just want to make sure I'm still good in a cage, Roy. My back arrow is 124. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Alrighty, back with you guys here. So we're entering the Newport Beach area. Coming up to Birch. This is still the CHP in pursuit. And it's going to remain the CHP because as long as he stays on the freeway,
So,
what's going to happen is different
I've been listening to that video the entire time, so
as we get into the Orange County area, we
as
can
we
have the
get
Santa Ana
into
division join
the
in.
Orange County
had
area,
the Westminster unit.
speeds are 70,
So as we
75,
go along, different
80,
units from
85,
the California
90,
Highway Patrol will be
95
able to take over. But he may be exiting here. So this is a
to 100
he
miles
tricked me.
per hour.
Sure didn't trick that officer though. So it looked like he was going to exit at University Drive, which means we're near UCI. So I was just mentioning the University of California, Irvine, and that's exactly where we're at. That was the exit there for this school. And I will be right back with you guys. Go ahead, Jack.
Three, four, two, one. B L J. Babies. Your babies. That's way. Your babies. The dinosaur.
Back with you guys here. We're just taking care of a quick housekeeping issue in your shop before Alpha, but it looks like the pursuit may be coming to a stop here. We are on the 73 South, so it's the toll road portion here, just off of Bonita Canyon Drive. So this is going to put us in the Newport Beach area. And the one thing I hadn't mentioned yet about Tesla vehicles is, of course, they run on a charge. On a Model S, depending on what year it is, you may be looking at about 200 miles on the range.
You can look at it 200 miles on a range.
Get a little bit more than that. I've got a long range model, so it's about 310.
200 miles
But now the newer models are even more than that. So depending on when this person, the rightful owner, that is, depending on when they charge their vehicle, this could be a situation where the car is simply out of battery. So we'll see what happens here in the next few minutes as this pursuit has come to a stop. But it's not over yet, folks, because the driver is still in the vehicle. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to drop the map real quick since he's not moving anymore.
10 to 15
and so what
minutes
happens
or
here
so.
is the California Highway Patrol is going to approach with their
avoiding
vehicle,
construction,
and this is
going on
where
highway
time is on
speed.
their side. There's no point in rushing this situation. So what they'll do is they will come out of their cars with their guns drawn, just out of an
And they're
abundance
into
of caution.
30
There's the
minutes
airship
into
going
the
by,
chase.
and then they will make call-outs to the vehicle. They will make call-outs to
they're
the
into
driver,
35
and they will tell
minutes
him,
into a slow
driver,
speed
throw your
pursuit.
keys out the window. In this case, of course, there's no keys, so that part will be interesting to see. But they're going to ask him to open the door, get out, and then, of course, show the officers his or her waistband, make sure that there's nothing on their person that could possibly harm the officers. And once the officers feel comfortable, they will have the driver walk back in their direction, or they will have the driver lay down on the pavement, and then the officers will approach. Of course, once that is all done, they have to make sure that nobody else is in the car. So if there's a passenger, then they will make call-outs to the passenger. I can see into the front seat, and I can tell that there's no front passenger, but that doesn't mean that there isn't anyone in the back. So we'll see what happens here. The windows are darkly tinted on the back, so it's really hard for me to see. But I'll widen out the shots so you can kind of get a feel for what's happening here on the roadway. That's the airship overhead, Air 21, and 3 units of the California Highway Patrol behind the car. This, of course, is going to be the 73 toll road in the Newport Beach area. So this road really isn't well-traveled. It's usually pretty wide open. I thought I saw a little bit of movement, so let me push in here.
Zero. Zero is yellow. Zero is yellow. Zero is a number. Zero is circle. It's one of the shapes. A circle is a shape of what? It's a cup of the blue, violet.
The scanners got pretty quiet, so I can't relay what they're talking about at this point, but as soon as I hear more information on there, I'll let you know what they're saying on the ground. For now, we can just observe the situation here. Sometimes these types of things can turn into standoffs where the driver just refuses to come out of the car, and then at that point, the SWAT team would have to get called in, and they'll bring their Bearcats. I am hearing that the party
They're gonna
is
bring out the
uncooperative, so that's what they're saying. The
Bearcats
party
and
is
SWAT team.
uncooperative, and they are asking for less
Uncooperative.
than lethal rounds so
They-
that they can approach the
Copy that,
car.
over. Copy that. Boy, copy that, sir. Copy that. IRS boy. IRS expert.
You can kind of see him moving around there.
Okay, I see him moving around.
Okay, I'm going to widen out just a touch.
Okay.
Because because as
Get
he's
out of
coming
the
out of the
car.
car, we don't know what he's reaching for.
Over.
So
10-4.
let me just widen out a bit. I do see his hands up in the air, but he did open that back door, so I don't know why he did that. If there was somebody else back there, perhaps. And now he's back in the car.
Back in the car. Getting back in the car.
So he
Getting
opened the
back
door
into
for
the.
just a moment.
Getting back in the car.
Opened his door, got out. His hands were up for just a sec. He opened the back door. And now he's back in the car. So what I'm hearing on the scanner is that he is being uncooperative. So they're trying to find other ways that they can figure out to get him out of the car peacefully, of course. Okay, he's opening the door again. I have to widen out at these points because I don't know what he's reaching for or what he may come out with. But I'm gonna push in on that. Looks like a baseball cap.
Yeah, that's left in there.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is a pursuit that started in the Hawthorne area.
Okay, it started in the
Copy that. Thank you,
Hawthorne
Tom.
area. Oh, yeah, that was it. Okay, copy.
Just real quick, you guys, this was a pursuit that started in Hawthorne. It has brought us here into the Newport Beach area. The California Highway Patrol is now the lead agency in this pursuit. High speeds on the freeway. We saw about 100 miles an hour at times. Fortunately, no collisions. And the driver, for the most part, stayed on the highway, except for when we initially got overhead, he was on surface streets. And that was in the Carson area. So I'm hearing the California Highway Patrol is putting some road closures in place so that people who are on the 405 can't transition onto the 73 so that they can keep people away from this location. So that entire southbound side is going to be shut down, but I want to widen out real quick. I want to see if maybe the other side has been shut down as well. And sure enough, it looks like we have a full closure on the northbound side of the 73 freeway as well as the California Highway Patrol continues their efforts to take this person into custody, believed to be driving a stolen car. There's CHP officers en route with less lethal rounds. I'm going to throw on the Emperor here for just a sec so I can try to see inside a little bit better. If he's got his phone on, for example, I would be able to see that.
Wow. Very impressive. So, copy. 10-4.
Okay, the unit with the less than lethal rounds is about a minute out. But yes, this is the southbound 73 actually. So the 73 in Newport Beach. Yes, correct.
Newport Beach. Okay. 73.
So you guys heard me talking there to the booth. We've actually got the NBC4 News at 11 o'clock coming up here in just a few minutes. So we, of course, hope you can tune in for that. We'll continue to stream online here, though, in the meantime. Southbound side of the actually both sides of the 73 are now shut down, but the pursuit is on the southbound side. And he's opening the door.
Opening the door. 2 times. Good, 2 times. So, copy. Copy that. 10-4. 10-4, roger that. Thank you.
He's moving around quite a bit there in the car. Okay, copy that. And you'll replay a little footage from earlier, correct? Okay, perfect. Thank you. And the driver getting back out here, laying his jacket on top of the car, and back inside he goes. So he is acting strangely, to say the least, throwing his hat on the ground, throwing his jacket on top of the car now, getting out multiple times, opening the rear door for whatever reason. So at this point, unclear really what his thought process is. But the CHP, their thought process is they're going to get less than lethal rounds here and possibly a police canine. In fact, there he is. So there's the dog. So what they'll do is, when the time is right, they will attempt to deploy less than lethal rounds into the car so that they can at least break the windows so that they can look to see at what the man is doing and to make sure that he's not armed in any way. And eventually, if necessary, they could send the dog to go get him, but hopefully the man will surrender before then, and then that way that won't be necessary. But for now, both sides of the 73 toll road here in the Newport Beach area shut down while the standoff continues.
Okay. Therefore, copy.
Yeah, he's still in there. He gets out from time to time, opens the door, and then gets back in. Yeah, it looks like a man. But there were less than lethal rounds. We saw one fly by. Yeah, they're shooting less than lethal rounds to try to break the window so they can see inside.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12, 13 cop cars. Okay, let's do more about 45 to 50, 45.
So they're saying the
minutes.
less than lethal rounds are not working. They can't break the windows, which means that they are now requesting a Bearcat to come out to the scene. So that's going to be a SWAT Bearcat, and so what they'll do is they'll actually request two of them if possible, and have one park in front of the car and one park in back. We're starting this show, Sarah. 1 minute. The guy is still in there. 30 seconds. And as you said, Chuck, he's come out multiple times from the car after it came to a full stop. But he gets out, he acts erratically, and then jumps right back in. In fact, right now he's even lowering his window there. And speaking of those windows, the CHP officers that are directly behind him here on the southbound side of the 73 toll road at Bonita Canyon Drive here in Newport Beach actually just tried to break those windows using less than lethal rounds, but they couldn't do it. So they've now requested a SWAT team to come out here with their Bearcat to block the vehicle in. Ideally, they'd like to get 2 Bearcats out here to block him in from the front and the back. But this is actually a pursuit that started west of here in the Hawthorne area when Hawthorne police officers tried to pull over this vehicle because they believed it to be a stolen car. And it was a high-speed chase the entire time, jumping on the freeway where the California Highway Patrol took over the pursuit, and they've been behind it ever since, now finally coming to arrest here in the Newport Beach area. But it is now a standoff with what we believe to be just one male driver in the car. That's the latest from Newport Beach. A News Shot Report Alpha. Let's send it back down to you in the studio. We definitely saw speeds encroaching on about 100 miles an hour. The entire time it was anywhere from 90 to 100 miles an hour in and out of lanes. It was mostly freeway driving. Only for a short time did we actually see him get on surface streets. Fortunately, no collisions and really no close calls. But the driver there just continuing to play cat and mouse here with the officers. He opens his door like you just saw. He peeks at them for just a moment and then gets right back in. And earlier he also tossed a few clothing items out of the car as well. But right now the time is on the side of the California Highway Patrol. They have plenty of time to close down the freeway, and in fact it is shut down. This is going to be the southbound side of the 73 that is shut down. They just reopened the northbound side, but it was also shut down for a few minutes, and they're also shutting down all of the transitions from the 405 freeway to the 73.
For about an hour, 45 minutes or so. Okay, gotta be 45 minutes. They was stopped for traffic now for about 10 minutes, or for about 45 minutes.
It does seem strange, Chuck, that he would just come to a stop here in the middle of the freeway, considering the way he was acting during this pursuit. So there is the high possibility that perhaps he just simply ran out of electricity in the vehicle and can't proceed. He never ran over a set of spike strips because they never deployed one. They didn't attempt to pit maneuver or anything of that nature that would have disabled the vehicle in any other way. So if I had to guess, I would say that it's simply that he ran out of electricity in the car and came to a screeching halt here on the southbound side of the 73 freeway. Again, we're in the Newport Beach area, but this is a pursuit that took us from Hawthorne into Seal Beach, different areas of Orange County, and then finally coming here to a stop at the Bonita Canyon Drive exit on the 73 South. Well, the 73 toll road, because at this portion it becomes the toll road. Whenever you're south of UCI campus, the University of California, Irvine, that it becomes a toll road. So it's usually not a very well-traveled area, but you can see that there's still a few cars behind him. I would put it at about 50 cars that are now stuck in traffic behind this pursuit. And these folks, unfortunately, just have nowhere to go. There's no way where they can exit and get away from the pursuit unless the CHP allows them to turn around on the freeway. We sometimes see that when in situations like this that could take a while, they do allow those drivers to safely U-turn with the assistance of the California Highway Patrol. But But what I have been hearing is that they're shutting down all of the on-ramps and off-ramps to the 73 in this area, and they're also shutting down the transitions from the 405. So we're very close to the John Wayne area as well as South Coast Plaza Mall here on the 73. Yeah, I believe that it would still let you at least have the lights on. I know that even when the car shows that it has no battery left, technically you still have about 7 miles, if I'm not mistaken, just enough to get you at least off the freeway and where you can get some help. But these types of cars probably have a range of about 200 miles unless it's a long-range model, which might give you about 300. But again, we don't know where this car was taken, if the person who stole it was even able to charge it after they took it, or if they're just running on whatever juice was in the car when they took it from the rightful owner. And again, this is a pursuit that started in Hawthorne. We don't know that the car was taken from Hawthorne, but it was their officers that spotted this car at about 10 o'clock. They initiated the pursuit. They handed it over to the CHP, and we now find ourselves here on the southbound side of the 73, waiting for the sheriff's, or the Bearcats rather, to arrive here on the scene to box this vehicle in and hopefully take this man in custody.
Hopefully, they'll take this man. They're gonna take this man into custody. He is opening the door several times now, numerous times. 10-4. Roger that. Copy that. Roger that. 10-4.
Yeah, so the door just opened here, and this is exactly what we've been seeing him do. He'll open his door for a moment. Yep, he'll open the door for the moment, talk to them real quick, and get back in. At one point, he totally got out of the car, and he put his hands up in the air. I thought he was going to surrender, but he just simply went into the back seat, opened the door back there, and then got back back in the car. So he continues to move around pretty erratically within the vehicle. Unclear what his mindset is behind it all, but as I wind up the shot, I also wanted to mention that there is a police canine here on scene, so if his services are needed, he is ready to go. I believe he's going to be right next to that car. Sure enough, you'll see him there as they push in on the shot. So the CHP officers, rather, they tried to deploy less than lethal rounds into the car to break the windows to allow them to see the driver, but there he is now. So they just shot him with less than lethal rounds. You'll see the smoke there from them, but he got right back in the car. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be like the window is broken, but you can see him moving around in pain. It's very painful, to say the least. So, oh, there he goes. Okay, so we're back on the move, folks.
Going on the freeway.
It sure does, John. And we're continuing here southbound on the 73, coming away from Bonita Canyon. So this is going to put us south of the UCI area. We're still in Newport Beach, but you're going to see he really can't go very far. So it looks like he's trying to move, but the car really isn't volunteering here. It's very slow speed here. I'll throw up my speedometer real quick so you can watch the speeds along with me. I'm clocking him at about 20 miles an hour.
This pursuit has been going on.
Yeah, I've never reached that limit on mine personally, but I know that if it does get down to about 0, you still have about 7 miles or so just to be able to get it to safety, you know,
okay, this chase has been going on for the past.
Exit the freeway and then call for some help. So it looks like perhaps that's the only juice he has left here because he's not going very fast.
For the past 15 to 20 minutes or so since the chase started as well. Yeah, been going on for the past 15 to 20 minutes or so
the way you can track your vehicle, if you're an owner, is you'll have the app for the car on your phone. And if you go into the app, you'll be able to track the vehicle's location. You can't turn the car off the way you could if you had OnStar on your vehicle.
The entire time.
However, you would be able to track the location. You can see the speed that it's going at. And the CHP officer is going in for the pit.
Oh, boy. CHP is not messing around. Nice job. They do a pit maneuver.
On the driver's side of the car, officers with their guns drawn. And
pit maneuver.
Thank you, James. Over to the passenger side. So these are always very sensitive situations.
You can see that pit maneuver.
Just a moment.
Can you see it?
The termination of this, but you can see all of the officers.
They just put that vehicle.
That one CHP cruiser doing that very effective.
They were on him the entire time for hours.
Just taking the man into custody now.
Did I watch my YouTube channel?
Yeah, but turn it on all the way.
Here.
Yeah, such a close distance.
We'll watch it for
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. And it looks like they had plenty of officers here on scene to make
ready to
the
go to
arrest.
bed?
So that is happening now. So they'll
Are you ready to go to bed?
handcuff him. They'll do
Yeah.
a quick search of his
Yeah,
person
right
to make
after
sure
I
that
take
there's
my
nothing
medicine.
on him that could possibly harm the officers. And they'll also do a
Time's
quick search of the vehicle.
It's
So you can see all of
9:51.
all of the doors and the trunk are now open, so they can clearly see that there is
Maybe 10
nobody
o'clock.
else inside.
Yeah. And what is it called, Albert?
Albert Baldwin. So we can subscribe, so we can get 100,000 subscribers.
Albert Baldwin. That one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one got one view. Wait, where are you going?
We were
Sand?
getting the sand to get the sand, then came right back. We gotta subscribe.
Albert Baldwin.
No, James.
Albert, you got 151 views?
Yeah, James, we need 100,000 subscribers. That one.
Copy that? Yeah, I think you're right, Sarah.
Please.
46 minutes ago?
Yeah, it was uploaded earlier. We need
Okay,
100,000 subscribers, James.
No.
Please. Please.
Albert, it's too much.
Okay, how to tell
You
him
got 2.
But I need to subscribe.
You only got...
James.
Albert, you only got... Is it this one?
No.
Is it this one?
No.
Is it that one?
No. Wrong.
Which one is it?
This. Go back. This way. No. This way.
Where are you going?
I was going.
Okay, clear from Telemundo, thank you.
Wow.
And second dance from Alpha.
You guys were in Arizona?
No, we were heading back to Woodland.
Where were you?
We were getting the sand earlier.
Where? In Sacramento?
Yeah.
Why were you using the sand?
Because we came to get the sand. James, we need 100,000 subscribers. James.
What?
We need 100,000 subscribers.
I know.
At albertbaldwin@gmail.com. Yeah, that one.
The
Please.
Telemundo booth just took our shots. I know we're clear from them,
Please,
but I
James.
have not confirmed with NBC that they're done with us.
Albert.
Why? If we can at least subscribe to our channel.
Albert, I'll do it later, okay? I need to go to bed first. Someone's not going to take a medicine.
Okay,
What time do you take a medicine at?
10 o'clock. It's 9:53. Are you gonna
So in 6 minutes you're going to take a medicine?
Are you gonna subscribe it later to my YouTube channel? Are you gonna subscribe it?
Hard to tell.
Me too?
Yeah, albertbaldwin@gmail.com.
Cool.
Yeah, that one.
I know. There you go. You got 14 subscribers now.
Right, thanks for watching. Check out this video pops up here. See
You
you.
got 14 subscribers.
Yeah,
That's so cool, right, Albert?
yeah, still.
You want to this one?
Oh. It's only my mom's YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Check out this video pops up here. So, here, so thanks for watching. Bye, guys.